Привет совсем! Сегодня мы говорим о политические и экономические.
This is
Maddie, как
not.
дела?
Where am I? It was just a dream. Wait, I'm late for the 2020 Women's Water Polo Banquet.
Welcome everybody to the annual Pitt Women's Water Polo Award
Woo!
Banquet. We're so happy you could all make it, that we could make this. I, of course, am your host, Karen, and joining me, as always, is Maddie Tadaro.
Welcome to the 2020 Women's Water Polo Banquet.
We have some great awards lined up for you all. We had a really great time making this, coming up with it. But first, we have a few people we would like to thank.
These are some people that made our season so special. First off, I'd like to thank Alicia Miller for never responding to my emails. Thanks,
We appreciate
Alicia.
it.
You
Thanks.
have one job.
And you don't do it. Just like our president. Anyway, we'd also like to thank old men at the pool for asking us if the lanes are open when we're clearly still swimming in them. They're not open, but thank you for wasting our time.
Next up, I'd like to thank the bitch-ass age group swim coach for hating me. Thanks, lady. She never lets me in that door.
She really doesn't.
Nope.
And while we're on the subject of other teams in the pool, I would like to give a special thank you to the diving team for never getting out on time and always delaying our scrimmages by at least 20 minutes. Thank you.
Team. Very cool. Next, I'd like to thank Karen Swim Sets for making us cry.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Karen Swim Sets.
And I love making them. We'd also like to thank the lifeguards for being quite possibly the most incompetent lifeguards we have ever had the pleasure, or more to the point, displeasure, of working with. Thank you for never having first aid supplies, never having a wrench, and never really knowing what's going on.
Thanks, lifeguards. Next, we'd like to thank the boys team for nothing. Thanks, boys team.
Thanks, guys. We'd like to thank Carnegie Mellon for setting their pool at 0 degrees Kelvin. It's always the Arctic in there, and it really wakes us up when we have to jump in at 10 p.m.
A
So
nice
thank you.
little shock. You're so smart, CMU.
So smart.
Next, we'd like to thank the CWPA refs for missing their annual eye exams. They don't know what's going on in the pool.
What? Sorry, I couldn't hear you. I was being drowned. Were the refs there? Did they see?
Nope.
We'd also like to thank sincerely the parents for bringing us snacks and always coming to support us. Even when they embarrass us, we love you so much. Thank you, guys.
We love you, Mom and Dad Squad. You guys are the best. And finally, we'd like to thank you all, the team, for always arriving 20 minutes late and leaving 20 minutes early.
We really could not be so out of shape if it weren't for your tardiness and also laziness. So thank you for that. It's really appreciated.
We love you
you
all.
guys.
We got a great show for y'all tonight. Jim is here.
What?
Woo!
And of course, the woman of the hour, Miss Rona, is here.
All
We
right.
got a great show for you lined up. Stick around. We will be right back.
All right. Before we get this show started, there's a few sponsors we'd like to hear from.
This award show is brought to you by the Cap Ring. It's frozen conveniently in Maddie's trunk for easy access, and the cap you need is always the last one on the ring, no matter which one it is. Thanks, Cap Ring.
Next up, we have the padlock on the ball bin. Only one person knows the code, and they're not there today. Just lift up the lid and scoop a ball out. The padlock on the ball bin.
And finally, we would like to thank our sponsor, Anti-Floating Goals. The goal doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Float. It needs at least one kickboard and has almost killed Maddie before. Thanks, Anti-Goals.
All right, everyone, it is time for the individual paper plate awards. Now, I am going to start us off with the eldest member of our team. Some may know her as Grandma. She is gluten-free. She is a fifth-year PhD student. It's Gigi, and she gets the best Port Authority driver. We love you,
We
Grandma.
love you. If you don't get the joke, text one of us. Next up is a freshman, a girl who we have all grown to love. I shared a really lovely car ride from Penn State with her. She let me drive her car. It was really very nice of her. It really made me feel loved and appreciated. But the only people who love this girl more than we do are the boys' team, particularly one boy, Christian. And we've decided to award Gwen with most likely to commit swim cest. It's really polo cest, but it doesn't have the same ring to it.
Christian, if you're watching this, we're watching you.
Our eyes on you.
Watch yourself. Keep one safe.
He knows.
Right. Next up, I have one girl who always comes on deck telling us stories. And those stories have a very, very common theme. I think we all know who I'm talking about. Lucy gets most likely to tell a story about a guy named Jerry. We do love Jerry. Jerry stickers coming soon in the mail.
Jerry stickers coming soon. Everyone, get your mail-in ballot to vote if you're registered to vote in Pennsylvania. Do it.
Do it for Jerry.
Do it for Jerry.
Love you, Lucy.
This next girl is who I like to refer to as our secret weapon. She's not super intimidating from afar, but the more you get to know her, she's a lot scarier. And that's why I love her. And she's always set up, in the 1 and the 6 in the corner. Doesn't really have an angle. No one's really paying attention. And she just drops that lob straight in, right over Maddie's head.
Mm-hmm.
So the most likely to lob from 0 angle and make it is Miss Gabrielle.
The sneaky.
Love you. I'm really sad we did not get to bond in Sicily this month, but there's always next summer.
You escaped it this time. All right, next I have one of my favorite girls who always makes me laugh every time I see her, but she also can make you cry in the pool if you have to defend her. Rachel gets the team meme. And I will forever be thankful to Lucy for taking that lovely picture of Rachel giving her presentation.
Everybody feel free to send in weird pictures you have of people if you think they'll be memeable. We have available content and we are all very bored.
Rachel pictures are preferred.
Next up is a girl who makes us all seem very lazy, particularly me. She's always doing doubles, and she enjoys the part of practice that nobody else seems to enjoy, even though I make it horrible for all of you. But I promise I do it out of love. But this girl I know will always be supportive of what I have to offer. The most likely to actually enjoy the swim set goes out to Brianna. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. We love you.
Get us some swimmers to join the team. New recruitment chair.
Yeah, you're the new recruitment chair. Get on it, would you?
We love you, Brianna. All right. This is a special girl who we all missed this year competing. She was on a little excursion to Australia. So most likely to be upside down goes to the big T herself, Miss Tina. We miss you, but we're glad to have you this year.
It was notably quiet in your absence. Now, next up on our list is a STEM major, a girl who spends a whole lot of time in the lab and the rest of her time fighting with Source. And we love her for it. And there's never been a more crucial time than right now for your expertise and knowledge in the lab. We award most likely to cure coronavirus to Kaylin Jordan. We love you. We appreciate you. Please hurry up I'm going insane.
Next up on mine is my future roommate, everyone's favorite nurse and team mom. It's Sarah. She gets most likely to diagnose your dad. We thank
Even
you,
if she
Sarah,
doesn't want to.
for your continuous work, keeping the team healthy.
Now, the last people on our list are some people who we haven't seen in a while. They're in the group me still. I don't read it, but it's still there. And they're there, they're on mute. We last saw them at trees and we really haven't seen them since. Um, we think they're missing, but Naomi, Julia, Megan, and Kelly, if anybody has any information on them, please reach out to us.
We love you all. Even if you're not supporting us in the pool, we know you're supporting us from far away. So we love and miss you guys.
We really do, and we're gonna call the milk carton companies pretty soon to get your pictures on them. So text us, would you?
Love you all. All right, now finally, Karen and I have made paper plates for each other. Karen, would you like to go first and show me mine?
Yes. Maddie, my dear president.
It's me.
I don't question your commitment to the team. You're always at practice, even when I can't be.
Thank you.
You know, you're in the pool, you're working out. I just heard you went for a run, which is really brave. I'm proud of you.
It was tough.
But sometimes when I see you out and about in the world, you're always with a certain group of people. It's not, if it's not us in the library, which is always a lovely time. It's a group of people who I fear might be able to drag you over to the dark side, as it were. I don't know if the rest of you all know this, but Maddie spends a good deal of her time with the crew team at their parties, in their text chains. She knows all the drama. She's roommates with one of them, and it's really scaring me. But I feel that the most likely to join the crew team will be Maddie Tadaro. Please don't leave us. We need a goalie, and I can't go back to it. I haven't played in 3 years.
I promise I would never. Thank you, Karen. That was very clever, and they will definitely appreciate that. I do have a problem and maybe a slight obsession.
Just a bit.
Now,
I'm just worried about you.
I'm worried about me too. I am an honorary member of the crew cult. So mine for Karen. We all know Karen is an intelligent lady.
Sometimes.
She has read a lot of books. She takes a lot of upper level classes. She is always the first to correct anyone's grammar. And she will edit your paper past midnight if you need someone to look it over. But she doesn't always get the memo sometimes. When it comes to scheduling, showing up for events, cancellation.
Hey. I show up to things I'm supposed to show up to. Watch it.
This is my paper plate. Sometimes Karen misses the memo. And it all is for one reason. It's because Karen is least likely to read the group me, but will read War and Peace.
You know, it's funny you should mention that, Maddie, because I do have the group me on mute, but I also currently have War and Peace right here.
I would expect nothing less from you.
Quite apropos of you. I'm proud. You really do know me.
I'm gonna start getting a little signal to put into the sky when I need to contact you for things.
The bat signal.
All
right. Next up are our 2 annual awards. These are awards that are given out yearly, and Maddie has a few words to say about our first one.
All right, our first award is Most Improved Player, and this girl is someone who came to us without a lot of experience, but has grown so much, and I know both Karen and I are so proud of how much she's improved. She is someone who's so receptive to any criticism or instruction that you give her, and she has become a completely different player from where she started, and I'm just so proud of all the growth that we've seen. This award goes to Gwen.
Most Improved Player. Gwen, we really love you. Congratulations. You have made great strides and you are always ready and willing to listen to any advice anybody gives you. So congratulations. We look forward to seeing you grow even more the next few years and growing into the great water polo player that you are clearly meant to be.
We love you, Gwen.
We love you. Not as much as Christian does, but.
Oh my God. We don't know if they broke up or not.
You can cut it out. And finally, our most valuable player, according to you all, I voted for her. I'm not sure why, but because all I ever see her doing is sitting in the back of the goal, hanging on to the goal, treading. She yells at us sometimes. It's really like, what are you even doing back there? But in all seriousness, I understand the difficulties of her position and how much she really does for the team and how much she's really worth this award. Most valuable player goes out to Maddie Tadaro, our fearless president, goalie, and my dear friend. We love you. Thank you.
Thank you all so much for voting me for that. That is something I would have never picked for myself, but I really do appreciate it. It genuinely means a lot to me that you all would see me that way. You all are my most valuable players, honestly, in my eyes. I'm so proud of each one of you and to be able to be president for such an amazing group of girls. So that means a lot to me. Thanks.